And one of the central attacks facing Senator Shaheen in the general election is her support of the agenda of President Obama. Republicans often pointing out that she votes with the president 99% of the time. Our Adam Sexton breaks down the number and see how that compares to her colleagues, including Scott Brown's time in the Senate.
This election cycle, we've heard a lot about how Senator Jeanne Shaheen votes with President Barack Obama 99% of the time. But what does that mean? In the strange calculus of Capitol Hill, it tells us she actually disagrees with the president more often than quite a few of her Democratic colleagues in the Senate. Let's explain. These voting percentages are published yearly by Congressional Quarterly. In determining presidential support, CQ looks at the percentage of recorded votes cast in the previous year on which President Obama took a position and on which a senator voted either yes or no. Shaheen's 99% support rating actually puts her in the second tier of President Obama's Senate supporters. She falls behind 18 others, a third of the entire Democratic caucus, who vote with the president 100% of the time. And how's this for strange? Consider Senator Ted Cruz, who one would think opposes Barack Obama on just about everything. According to CQ, he supports the president on 30% of his votes. Our own Senator Kelly Ayotte lines up with the White House 50% of the time. What about Senator Shaheen's opponent, former Massachusetts Senator Scott Brown? According to CQ, in his 2 years representing the Bay State, Scott Brown voted with the president 70 and 78% of the time. That made him one of the most consistent supporters of the Obama White House among Senate Republicans. Adam Sexton, WMUR News 9.